And welcome back. And we're moving into our final segment for today as we find out more about the upcoming Special Olympics Belize Fun Run. Mark the day that happens on Saturday, and we'll get all the details with our representatives here. We have, of course, first on the set, star athlete of Special Olympics Belize, no stranger to us, Theodore, and of course we have Nicolette Forman, who is the Belize branch lead for Special Olympics Belize. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having us here. We appreciate it.
So let's start off by finding out what's happening with Special Olympics Belize.
Well, there's a lot of things happening with Special Olympics Belize. We have a calendar of events that we're kicking off with our annual fun run. It's happening this Saturday, April 14th. It's the first event on our calendar, and then, like I said, we have more event that proceeds. But this is like the big launch to say, okay, we're here and we're going to be doing something.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to this run on Saturday, and it should be a really great run because we've kind of changed up the format a bit. So
what's different?
Normally, what we have, because we used to have a partnership with One World Belize, One World International. They used to come and they used to give us sneakers, and so we used to have a huge crowd come out, you know, and show support. And the partnership is no longer there, and so we don't have that support that much this year or for a couple of years. So we've decided this year that we are going to incorporate a little bit of Juve, a little bit of Zumba, a little bit of everything to try to get everybody to come out and have some fun and show support for children with disability. So the route remains the same. It's we old people call it the circular. Right? Surprisingly, a lot of people don't know what the circular is. So basically, we're starting at Stella Maris School, and we're going to go all the way around Princess Margaret Drive, through Newtown, hit Freetown Road, and back to Stella Maris School. But I don't know if you're like me, Marlene, or I know you, Kevin, you're very athletic, but don't let the small frame fool you.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if I can sustain that whole route. So keeping that in mind also for my athletes and for people who want to come out and support, hearing the name Fun Run, sometimes deters people. You know, I'd like to come out, but I'm not a runner. Well, I thought about that this year as well. And so I said, okay, well, let's do little stops along. One, we're incorporating music. So we got a DJ and we have a system. We're still trying to secure that truck. You know, unfortunately, we weren't able to get that done through somebody we had asked. So if anybody wants to donate a little truck, throwing that out there as well.
Yes.
You know, but we want to have the music because that helps to motivate people, keeps them going on the route. And then we're also using music as part of the cardio workout. So we have a little stops along the way where we're going to be, like I said, incorporating some Zumba. So we have music like the cha-cha slide, and you said that people are familiar with and the steps they're familiar with. So you hear it, you already know what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So it's a way to keep together and also to ensure
so nobody
that we're
can
showing.
run beyond it.
What's the sense of having a supportive run
True.
and then we're all over the
Very
place, you know? So we want to keep the crowd together this year. So we're not doing so much of a run, but it's a workout regime on the street type of thing. So we're going to do fast walks, we're going to do jogs, and we're going to stop and do some cardio. So
she says that with so much excitement.
Because I am really amped up this year to see it comes to fruition, and I do believe because of the structure, a lot more people would want to be involved.
And I was going to say, that is a major shift from your typical awareness walk or run where, you know, some of us just go to like finish it and then you leave. But this one really keeps everybody together.
Because that's what we want to do. We want to show support for children with disabilities. So how can we do support if we're all over the place? To me, sometimes it just seems like you're going out to go run.
Yeah.
You know, at that time, 6 o'clock, which we're stated to start at 6 o'clock, most people are out on the street working out.
Yeah.
So we're saying come out and work out with us that Saturday, right? And, you know, come together. Let's come together for this little small cause, but it's such a huge impact on children with disability.
Yeah.
I have a difficult question for you to answer, but it's in my head and I have to get it out. What does a run like this and the activities that you have planned, let me not expand it. What does a run like this do for the children with disabilities and their families?
it lets them know that they're not alone, that people care. You know, we have a culture sometimes that we seem selfish, you know, it's about us. And when you actually lend that little bit of time to say, I'll walk with you, I'll run with you, I'll be there for you, you know, that sometimes is all somebody needs, that little extra motivation to say, okay, I'm not in it by myself. A lot of the time, my kids, you know, they don't have a lot of opportunities out in, and I say society, to do a lot of things, to be a part of a lot of things. Because the minute you hear the child has a disability, they're kind of a class in a certain area. I can speak on my experience because I have a cousin who's much more like my daughter, who is involved. She's a Special Olympics athlete, but she goes to a regular school. She goes to St. Martin's, and a lot of times she is not chosen to do certain things because she has both intellectual and a physical disability. But being a part of Special Olympics, you know, she is well known in Special Olympics, and she gets to do so much, and that is her time where she feels like she belongs. So when other people come out and they show that support to them, it really encourages them to be more, you know, and see more within themselves.
And I'm so glad you said that, because I think one of the things we've seen over the years with Special Olympics Belize is it really gives us a chance to see why people are said to, why these children are said to have diverse abilities, because they're extremely able, some of them, in athletics. And Theodore is such a great example. Theodore outruns everybody. Do you do the run 2 times every year? Because he finishes before people make the first leg. So Theodore, tell us why you like participating in sports.
Because it suits me. Get in shape. I like to run every weekend. I do sports, basketball, like every Saturday or Sunday.
How old are you now?
I'm 18.
You're 18 now. Wow, an adult. And you still participate with Special Olympics?
Small.
Yeah. What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sports is basketball, football, bocce, track and field.
Bocce,
I love those sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot. Like
What?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, you traveled to play bocce, right? And to run.
2 or
Was
3
it last
years.
year?
Well, I know we had a group go to the National Games and the Special Olympics National Games, and they did get, I think it was gold in bocce. It wasn't our district, it was Sand Creek, I believe, or PG representatives, but nevertheless, it's Special Olympics family.
Of course.
You have to
And
explain what
Kevin
bocce
is
is.
dying
Yes.
to find out what bocce is.
Yes.
Bocce is actually a fun sport. It's actually one of the sport that, now that my baby is getting a little bit bigger, taller, and a little bit more aware of her self, she said, I don't want to run anymore, I'll do bocce. So bocce has become her sport. And bocce is pretty much, it's a rectangular box. It measures a certain length, and we have a white ball we call a palita that we throw out, and we have to keep that in a certain range as well. And we have teams, so you have 8 balls, 4 for each team, and you have to try and get that as close to the palina as possible.
Yeah.
The fun happens when a ball is there and an opponent ball is there and you want to
Bounce it out.
back it out, right?
Yeah.
But it's a fun game. It doesn't require a high level of skill, and so kids actually have fun playing it. I said it happens. That's my group. That's our. And we got second in our national.
Special Olympics.
Yeah, but you know, that is the, I believe, the Dangriga group as well. Yeah, the Sand Creek group. So that was our national game where we played. All our sports go on display at that time. It's really a fun time for us. And like I said, one of the events, that's normally our closing event, our culminating event. So we do that at the end, would be in December, thereabout. But all the events lead up to the big national game.
There you go. That's bocce.
And feel hey Kevin, I'll invite you out to the national game and you'll be able to see it there, or at our local game, which is going to be the next event.
Theodore will make me look so bad. I'll be ashamed, you know.
We'll teach you. We'll teach you.
But you guys can play basketball together, Theodore.
We did.
Yeah, you have?
Why don't we have a
I
fair?
do have basketball.
Oh, yeah? Yeah?
Nice.
You have to challenge Kevin to a game. Who'll win?
Give me a fair competition. No.
That's right.
And that is the thing exactly, Marlene. A lot of our athletes are very diverse in ability, as you said, but they don't get the opportunity. I mean, a lot of times, if you go out right now and you see them play a sport, you're like, are you sure that child has this? I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, but I mean, we're all blessed with our own talents. Huh?
And what I love too with Special Olympics is how it is inclusive. So, and I think a lot of people don't know that the sports that you're playing in Special Olympics Belize include persons with special needs as
And
well as persons
yes.
who perhaps attend more mainstream schools.
Yes, we call them partners. All right, so we do promote inclusion through sports. So we're saying the same thing. Come out and see that this child is just like you. They can play the sport the same way, maybe sometimes even better. Sometimes we have problem matching up our athletes with the partners because our athletes, because they're not academic, they have really developed that skill set. They play a lot of basketball or a lot of football, and so you find out that you have to really search for partners for them. So that is also,
That's intimidating, man.
yeah.
Now, Nicolette, I think, you know, obviously you are working with the Belize City branch of Special Olympics Belize, but I guess I can also say you're going back to the classroom at Stella Maris.
Yes.
So you're very involved with children of special needs who are in this particular institution. What do you find to be the results when children are given the opportunity to participate in the Special Olympics games or activities? What does it change within them?
Confidence.
Yeah.
You know, it builds their self-esteem. You know, they want to show you their medals. They want to prove to you that they can do this sport. You know, they want to. It's the same thing as any child.
Yes.
You know, they're children and they want to show you what they can do. You know, and when they're given that opportunity, then they put their best foot forward. Especially because, like I said, it's one of the few times that they actually get to show themselves.
This is the
That's our torch run. And we're incorporating some of the same aspect of the torch run in our fun run this year. Like I said, we have our community policing officers with us.
Yeah.
They're going to have the flags that they do in the torch run, and they're going to help us to keep the pace.
Oh.
You know, so I really appreciate that they have come on board and said they're going to lend that support to us. So that should be a lot of fun, like I said. So I'm really, really urging, pushing that people come out on Saturday, come work out with us, come be a part of the Special Olympics movement, as we say. You know, and I will make sure that I'm looking forward to see Kevin out there. I know Channel 5 will be out there in some capacity. They're always out there, but I will hold Kevin to it.
There you
Oh,
go.
Marlene is right here too.
I go every year.
Oh, see,
I don't
see?
have to see.
Look, catch me. I'll be there. I'll be there
But-
for sure.
And I know there are usually other runs in other districts too, right?
Yes, so we are also having runs in Belmopan. We have run at Orange Walk, PG, all six districts. Unfortunately, Kaya is so huge. We're trying to figure out if we need another committee for Santa Elena, San Ignacio, because we don't really have a committee there as yet. It's more primarily focused in Belmopan.
Okay.
So the run will be happening in Belmopan as opposed to the twin towns.
You were talking about the truck that somebody who is going to, as soon as you come off air, is going to call and,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
tell you for sure. I'm sure of that. But are there other ways that people can support apart from just running or walking?
Yes, we
Zumba-ing
also Zooming. Yes, we're also having shirts as a way of a little fundraising event for us, because Special Olympics is a voluntary committee, and so most of the things that we are organization. So most of the things that we do, we have to seek funding for, ask for donations and different things. So we're asking for water. If people we're asking people to come out with water. We've also requested water from, Zeta and the other Boeing. And so I will also be touching base with them to follow up on that today.
Yeah.
They're watching.
I know, that's why I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, if you want to donate anything, you want to donate your time, maybe we have an event and you just want to volunteer, maybe you want to donate snacks, we're open to suggestions. You want to volunteer, volunteer, just volunteer. We'll find something for you to do.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, so the run takes place, the fun, are we still going to call it a fun run? We should just call it a fun circuit.
Yeah.
Well, the name comes from Special Olympics International, so we have to keep it as a fun run, right? But fun, that's the first word you see. It means defines itself as you say fun, right? So that's what you have to think in mind. Don't look at the run part of it. Know that you're going to come out and you're going to have fun, and you're going to come out and have fun for a cause.
Yeah.
You're going to dance?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, you like dancing?
Yes,
Okay, and you do the Zumba too?
I did.
You did?
So we're gonna spice it up this year. So we're hoping that, like I said, everybody can come out. We had a little participant. I think he was about 5 1 year. Mr. Keith Madrill, his son. You know, he's also on my committee, and his son, who was the youngest participant. And we're giving out awards as well. The youngest, the oldest, you know.
She points at me. Look at that.
So I guess there's no fastest this time.
No. You know, the biggest organization and the biggest school to come out, you know, we're also going to be giving a little token of appreciation because we want everybody to come out. And if you don't purchase a shirt, we're asking if you have an old shirt, Special Olympic shirt, you can wear that. If you don't have that and you're part of a school or an organization, please wear your shirt. Let them see who's coming out to support these children with disability. And if you don't have any of those, then wear a green shirt and come out.
How much are the shirts?
The shirt is $15 for adults and $10 for kids.
But buy the shirt because that's part of your fundraising. We want people to buy the shirts. Even if they wear their company one, buy one still.
Yeah.
Where can you get them from?
You can get it from me. You can call me. My number is 629-9921. Or you can call or National Director, Mr. Marin. His number is 671-5641 or 636-6030.
All right. And now it's Run for Rights. I am a fan.
Yeah, so you're running for a purpose. Yeah. So
This is the shirt?
that is the shirt from last year that we have. So we have a couple of these, and we also have as Belize District Committee, creating our own shirts. So.
All right. No, I think people have enough time to dust out the sneakers if you haven't been wearing them for a while. Definitely a great opportunity to go out and have some fun this Saturday, and all for a worthy cause. Special Olympics Belize. It starts at 6 a.m.
It starts at 6. We're starting a registration because we want to. It's a very short registration. Kind of know who came out and the numbers. You know, so we're doing that at 5:30. And then from there, we have our warm-up so that nobody gets tired or hurts anything on the route. And then we proceed until we get back in.
That's right. And it starts at Stella Maris and ends at Stella Maris, right? And we'll be looking out for you, Theodore, to see those dance moves. Okay? Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and take our final break. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap-up. So stay tuned.